call me Bubble because it's when I was at Yeldall, my real name's Huseyin, but used to be my street name, Bubble. Bubble and Squeak, Greek, but I'm actually Turkish. And I used to have 2 gold teeth then, now I've got 1 because 1 fell out, and I just put a normal one back. But these things follow you around, and actually sometimes they get turned around for good, and now it is a kind of an affectionate name that when you introduce yourself as Bubble, people double take. And often that breaks the ice and helps you to build a little rapport, so we can use that. When I was thinking about today and thinking about what I was going to say, something came to mind that I heard on a Sunday morning, so I hope you won't mind if I repeat it. I'm not preaching at you, but it was a really good analogy. It's about a guy called Paul in the Bible who used to go around persecuting Christians, and then he changed, and he had this kind of Damascene moment. And he went to visit some Christians in Athens. And Athens was like the Oxbridge of its day, the academics, the intellectuals and the thinkers, and he spoke to them. And they laughed at him. And he spoke with them about what he believed in, and they didn't really get it. Some did, and some believed, I'm told. And then he went to Corinth, and Corinth is a port town, and in there there's sailors, and there are kind of all sorts of stuff going on that you can associate with the port town. There's a lot of addiction, a lot of drunkenness, and all the rest of it. But somehow the people of Corinth embraced him. And I read later on that there was actually a church there many years later, and in Athens there wasn't. And it made me think that, not from a spiritual sense, but from a practical sense, sometimes I feel sometimes like a Corinthian living in Athens. I often feel like I'm out of place, like I'm not good enough, like I've come from. Sorry, I'm going to do that if I start crying. I'm 50 now. I cry a lot more now than now that I'm 50. I tend to get emotional about nothing. But I often feel like I'm out of place. And sometimes when we talk about recovery in the world of professional, addiction professionals, we can feel out of place. That it's mumbo jumbo, and it's not linked to somehow to nice guidelines or the Orange Book or whatever. But actually recovery is real, and what we want to do today is talk a little bit about and showcase a little bit about our recovery, about your recovery, to try and get a variety of speakers that will stimulate you, that might annoy you, that might help you to debate some of the issues, but ultimately make you richer people in terms of your thinking, your inner life, your opinions and all the rest of it. You won't be richer per se, because we hope to take some money off you today. We haven't charged you to come in. We're not going to charge you for lunch, and we're not going to charge you for any element of today. What we're going to ask that you do instead is, as you can see, we've got Yeldall Manor here, which is a rehabilitation centre that has been around for around 40 years. And we've got the Ley Community, which is here, and they've been around, I think, for 42 years. And we've discovered recovery, and we're doing something about recovery in Henley for the last 12 months that's linked to me and to this cafe. But they've been doing it for 4 decades. So what we want to do is later on we're going to give you the chance to donate on their Just Giving page. We'll flash up the details, we'll use it in our follow-up, and then there's some envelopes here where you can give something directly to them, not to us or through us, but directly to them, and you can maybe gift aid it, and then the taxman will give a little bit as well.